Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
A General Hospital fan podcast. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the December 30th, January 2nd and 3rd, because again, we were off on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Recap of General Hospital. And if you are new to listening to the show, welcome. We're happy to have you. I'm Shannon.
That should be everyone's New Year's resolution.
What's
Start
that?
listening to our podcast.
Yes. Share with at least 2 friends.
Yes. There you go.
But so I'm Shannon.
I'm Amanda. Sorry. Didn't mean
No,
to
you're
interrupt you there.
fine. And we are friends who love General Hospital and love talking about it. So we started our podcast and we release 2 episodes each week. Monday, we do a weekly recap. And then on Thursdays, we have what's called the Port Charles 411, which we do a deep dive into various topics, different character backgrounds, things like the nurses' ball or other events. And you can actually go back and listen to them on your favorite podcast player. So just make sure to subscribe and you'll be notified when we release our show on Mondays and Thursdays. And you can follow us on social media. We're pretty active on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you check out pier54podcast.com, we have some pretty fun fan merchandise like t-shirts, tank tops, coffee mugs, phone cases, all that fun stuff. So let's get started with our recap.
I didn't put mine in order of, they're obviously in order of days how I watched them, but I don't know, it wasn't the exact first thing that happened. Why is Julian in charge of signing the papers? Okay, good.
Very first thing that I wrote.
Thank you.
Why is Julian filling out paperwork and not Brad?
Yes. Okay, good. I'm glad. I didn't know if anyone else that bothered anyone else, but they're like, Mr. Jerome, we need you to come over here. That's not.
No, he's
in
legally
charge.
married to Brad.
Yes, and if he wasn't, it would 100% be Bobby, not. You would never go to Julian, ever.
Or Carly. And if all of them were in the same car and all of them, then maybe Julian.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm
Even
with
then,
you.
you'd probably ask Wiley first. Because how ridiculous. Julian's relationship is so strained. Absolutely not.
And it's not like, hey, we need a family history. So
Right.
we need you to come talk to us
No, it
and
was
give
like
us this background. Right.
Paperwork.
Yep.
And I'm assuming what they were saying was financial paperwork, because I'm betting that Julian's paying for anything that insurance isn't covering.
Maybe.
But they should have specified that, because it totally sounded
like he was in charge of Lucas's
admission and care.
Yeah. Very first thing I wrote also.
Okay.
I did want to let you know, you mentioned last week on our Christmas recap or whenever we were talking about Christmas, Morgan Stocking's not there.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it. That's not right.
Well, because I noticed them when Sonny was talking to Michael, and so I
course
took
she
a picture
did.
real quick.
Of course you did.
And I tried my best to read them.
Was Monday when they started getting notice for Shiloh's memorial?
Oh,
or did
yeah.
that not happen?
No, that was
that Monday?
That was Monday.
Who do you think's having it?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Did they say that?
No, but I think it is. I think that's when she's going to announce that she's married to Shiloh.
Oh, okay.
Or her attorney, Martin Gray, is going to be having the memorial.
He didn't have anything to do with Shiloh, though, right?
No, but he's her attorney.
Yeah, but he's only been Nell's, not Shiloh's.
Yes.
Okay. No, I didn't make that connection. I keep forgetting that Nell's married to him.
Well, we haven't specifically been told it yet.
True.
So there was no New Year's party.
No, and I thought that was really dumb that Willow and Sasha were all dressed up like they were going to a party, and then they were just hanging out at the bar.
Michael was wearing, what was that, like a crushed velvet jacket?
Yes. It's very nice.
Bringing back the 80s?
I guess so. Well, everyone has their hair scrunchies now, so I guess you can do crushed velvet.
The guys do need their stuff coming back, too. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, they were all dressed up with nowhere to go.
Right, and they're just hanging out at the bar. Well, and then Chase is getting all these accolades for getting a hotel room, which is awesome. Good. Don't drink and drive, especially a cop. Please don't drink and drive.
Right.
Anyone should not drink and drive. But then Michael says something about, showing me up or something. It is your mom's hotel.
I'm sure you can get a room.
Sure. If you call her, she will hook you up. Pretty sure.
And he also has a driver for everywhere he wants to go, so he shouldn't be drinking and driving.
Yeah.
No, ever. He should always have a driver to come and get him. So yeah, I didn't understand that. I didn't think that was particularly romantic. I mean, I don't know. They live
It didn't
alone.
even ring in. Oh yeah, they did ring in the new year.
Yeah,
It was very anticlimactic.
it
was
was.
not
Yeah, it was just
like
Happy New Year, and that was it.
all of the things that we talked about on last Thursdays. No,
Right.
2 Thursdays ago. 411. Oh wow. I know. The
See,
past 2 weeks have just gone.
It has way too fast. But yeah, they did not have any kind of real celebration. Even Nina's wedding, that wasn't as fancy and done up as I thought it was gonna be. It
No.
was just in the living room.
Did you like her dress?
No.
You don't like her dresses.
You did.
We'll get into that. Yes. I did like her dress. I thought it was pretty. I liked how Charlotte was like, I didn't want to wear the same dress in case it was bad luck.
I still didn't like her dress either.
Poor little girl.
And they didn't do anything with her hair. It was very low key.
That's okay sometimes, though.
I still feel like
it's their third time at the altar.
Third time's a charm. I'd want to do it upright.
It was also New Year's Eve, and they kind of planned it last minute, so
they did
availability
plan it last minute, but I felt like the guests put in more effort in their appearance than the bride and their daughter.
I liked her dress. It was really pretty. It had beads all over it.
But it had nothing else. She didn't do anything special with her hair. Not that she needed a veil, because you're right, third time, but just a pretty little clip maybe, or some sparkly something.
She also was running late to her own wedding, so.
She went, well, that's what I mean. It was very just, hey, I guess we'll get this done.
Mm-hmm. I did like that she told Sasha she knows.
Yes.
So that was very.
I thought Sasha was going to show up.
I don't think that she'll do that, though.
I don't think she will.
Because
and Michael
she's like, you're still going to marry him.
Yeah.
You know, and she's like, all right, that is her decision. She has all the facts.
Right.
She's making her decision based on having all the information. So here we go.
I thought maybe she would go just to support her in the fact that she does have all the facts and she's still making that decision.
But that would look weird to Valentine.
Probably.
And he'd be like, why is she here?
Valentine, because I don't like him.
No.
So I thought it would have been a nice gesture towards Nina, but I also understand why Sasha didn't do it.
Yep.
I would have stayed with Michael too.
I liked Brook Lynn a lot better this week. I think that she finally seemed, when she was talking with Ned and Olivia, or Diane, and Diane said something about, you know, I'm always available to my clients or something, and she's like, I have to go take this call, and she was like, it was a text, not a call, or something like that.
Yeah.
That I was like, okay. I was like, you got a little Loison, you know.
Yes.
You know, and she's toning down the bratty, and she's just assertive. But I think that we are right, and that it is going to wind up being something similar to what we saw happen with Kesha.
Yes. But Ned wasn't very sympathetic. And I understand where he's coming from, but I felt like she pressed the issue enough.
Well, especially when she said he sexually harassed me.
Right.
And he was like, okay, that's absolutely not okay. He did have a good point with, yeah, but if it gets out.
Right. They're just going to keep asking for more money.
I'm sure that Ned's going to have some kind of a solution. I do. I think that, especially now that the sexual harassment has come out, like, I think that
I hope so.
He'll figure out something, but
I hope
it's not just going to be, here's a check.
Yeah. No, I agree. He should not just pay him off, but Brook Lynn not being able to make music for the next, I don't know how long that contract was for, is not fair either.
No, I agree. But that's exactly what, they'll probably go to court, and she'll probably win, and we'll have a new character, because we're going to have to see this producer.
Ooh. And maybe a new attorney.
Ooh. Well, no, because they've already hired Diane. I mean,
no,
they're already
the producer's attorney.
Oh, the producer's attorney, yes.
They'd have to bring in some high-powered New York attorney.
Unless it's Martin Gray. And then we're actually going to start using Michael E. Knight.
That would be amazing. I love him.
He's not done anything.
Or they'll turn around and use Nora again, even though she's supposed to be family law, not...
She just does it all.
She does. Not that I don't like Nora, but...
No, but there's a difference, and we talked about this.
Yeah.
I did like how straightforward Diane was with Jason and Sam, and was like, listen, because at first I was thinking, how is this even possible? He has not been convicted.
Right.
But then when she brought up the fact that he pled out or whatever.
Yes.
That makes sense.
So if they were married, could they still make that same stipulation?
I honestly don't know.
Can they get married now? Is this going to be what pushes us into a marriage?
I hope not.
I hope not either, but...
I did like how Sam tripped over who he was when she was explaining to
Oh, to
the
the
social worker,
yes, parole
caseworker,
officer.
parole officer, whatever we are,
Parole officer.
who Jason was. She's like, my partner,
My
Like-
friend.
my special friend.
Sometimes I have sleepovers. Right.
You know, like Daddy and Valentine, or Daddy and
Wow.
like Daddy and Nina.
Yes, that was so cute.
But yeah, I mean, she didn't even know what they were. But
I don't understand how they can stipulate that you can't spend time with your child's father. I understand saying he shouldn't have sleepovers because if he was there to visit Danny, he would take him for sleepovers at his house like he did all those other years, months, whatever. But to say they can't have any contact, they have to switch the kid. You're going to make him go to the police station? That's not good for the kid.
yeah, maybe they'll just have a designated spot.
Maybe. Or make like grandma do it or something. But I still
Or
feel
he
like
can-
that's not.
Or, you know, he can have supervised visits to the quartermates
I guess so.
or something like that.
It feels like they're going to a lot of trouble for nothing.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I agree, because it's a little weird.
It is. Like the whole storyline didn't really make sense.
Well, and especially where, and I've never gone through this, so I don't know, but I mean, she was allowed to spend Christmas with him. But
Right.
now, a week later.
He picked her up from jail.
Right.
It's my understanding that just like with any court document, before you leave the court, you get the order. This is what's required or this is what's expected. So when she was released, wouldn't she have got paperwork that said, these are the conditions of your release?
But didn't Diane say that also this specific parole officer could be the problem?
Yes.
That it's open to interpretation. So maybe that's where it is.
Oh, I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yes,
I'm glad that
she
we
did
talked this
say-
out because
Yes, you
because
brought
you're
me
right,
somewhere.
because Sam was saying, yeah, there's no drugs, no alcohol, you know, I used to have a gun. But you're right.
I
Diane
followed the
mentioned
rules.
that it was
Okay.
open to this parole officer's interpretation because that's where they were like, well, can we get a new one?
Yes.
Mm,
Okay. Thank
okay.
you for talking me through because, yeah, I'm
It ta-
thinking she had the paperwork. If it didn't specifically say no Jason,
Yep.
how do you have to add that at the end?
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm sure they'll figure it out. Nothing's cut them apart before, so
Mm-mm.
this
Not
isn't
even
gonna
death.
be any different. Exactly. Don't you hate when you're listening to a great podcast and suddenly you're interrupted by an ad?
I know. Thank goodness Stitcher lets us listen to our favorite podcasts like Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, My Favorite Murder, and many more ad-free for only $4.99 a month or $34.99 a year.
Go to Stitcher.com/premium to sign up today.
Use promo code PEER54 for 1 month free on us. Back to Brook Lynn real quick though. What if this is what brings back Lois?
I would love that. I love Lois.
Because I was like, Brook Lynn needs to get Lois to help because she would tear him a new one. And then like, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense that she didn't go to Lois first. I know Lois doesn't have the money, but she has the connections in the business.
Yeah.
I feel like she could have brought this guy down faster than Ned's going to be able to.
Maybe just embarrassment.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
Right. She doesn't
I'm
want to
excited
admit.
about where it's going now. Now I feel like we have a purpose as to why she's here, why she's.
Yes.
It feels like she might be hiding in Port Charles.
Right.
You know, from. I don't want to say her responsibilities because, yes, with the whole contract and everything, she needs to adhere to her responsibilities. But if this other thing is happening.
Well, it sounds like she doesn't really have any responsibilities because he won't give her any gigs until she
Right.
hooks up with him. So
Right.
she's just laying low.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. But Lois coming back should definitely be somewhere in there.
I think so.
I love Lois.
I don't understand where we're going with this Jordan and her random friend that just died.
I didn't understand that either. Like,
Because-
why bring it up if you're not going to go into a little bit of backstory?
Why did we not see Jordan get the phone call that her friend was sick
Right.
and having to show that side of maybe it's a friend across country. And so you don't get to, you can't physically be there for the person, you know, and they have occasional phone calls about whatever it is that's
Yes.
going on. You know, why suddenly
Right. And
she gets a
Curtis
phone
is
call on
like,
Christmas Eve? Oh, my friend died?
do I know them? No. But there's no, it was someone I went to college with. It was someone I knew growing up. She doesn't give any more context other than, no,
Right.
You didn't know them.
Right. So, little weird.
Very weird.
Don't know what we're doing here. I don't know.
I can't even.
I don't even know what to say.
Right. I can't even. Yeah. I need some. Where do we know that person from? Did they even say if it was a guy or a girl? I
No.
just assumed it was a man, but
Oh, see, I assumed a woman, so who knows?
Oh. I don't know.
Who knows?
I assumed a man that she had a secret love child with or something.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
Bring in some kind of...
Another lost kid.
Well, we do need more kids. We keep saying we
Yeah,
need
you
more
do.
kids. So,
We do.
although that one would be older than TJ, so it really wouldn't be a kid.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming it happened like in high school years.
Okay.
So, if that kid was around, he would be older than TJ.
Not if she met him in college, not if he's a friend from college.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I really don't have any idea.
We shall see.
We shall.
And we'll see if Amanda's right. You've been on a roll lately.
I like being right, so that's fun.
I did like how Laura finally had the conversation with Lulu about putting aside their differences for the benefit of Charlotte. Isn't that like co-parenting 101?
I thought so.
And something that the courts said multiple times.
And over and over again?
Yeah.
And in regular court systems, if you have so much hostility towards your co-parent, they make you take classes and go to therapy and do things.
Because at least in Pennsylvania.
True.
Which
I guess
it
I
should be.
know.
I'd love to see Lulu and Valentine in therapy together.
Yes.
Well, he froze me.
And then stole my eggs.
Wow.
That poor therapist would be like, I don't even know. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
I don't even know where to start.
The therapist would need therapy after dealing with them.
Yes.
That would be funny.
Whew. But see that.
Yes.
Because that's...
Talk about real life.
But where's Neil? Where's he been?
Oh, right.
You know.
Just gone.
Yeah.
Not practicing anymore.
Nope.
For this moment. Doesn't feel like it. Who knows? Yeah. Not that I think they're going to show us their therapy sessions, although that would be super interesting. But you don't hear any of that.
Right.
There was no court.
It's just, I'm calling my lawyer. I'm calling my lawyer.
I'm going to take custody. It doesn't work that way.
Mm-mm.
You don't get in front of a judge. That's the other thing. They show them
you don't go in
front
a
of a
courtroom.
judge instantly. You don't.
Yeah.
It has to escalate for years before you end up in front of a judge, at least in Pennsylvania, that any of that would happen. You don't just get a courtroom instantly.
So do we want to start talking about the wedding, even though we discussed the dress, so that's it. That's it about attire.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about the wedding.
I didn't hate the dress. To re-clarify, I did not hate the dress. I just feel like there should have been
You're allowed to have your opinion.
I didn't like that it was sleeveless, and I felt like there should have been something either fancy done with her hair or like in her hair. Like just something. To me, it looked like a dress she would have worn to New Year's. Especially for the editor of a fashion magazine, you would expect more. So I can understand that. Yeah.
I can see that.
And Charlotte's hair, no one did anything with that either. Some little flowers in it or whatever. I mean, Charlotte's adorable. She'll look beautiful in no matter what you put her in. She can be in a paper bag. But if it's her parents' wedding, you're going to put some curls in her hair.
Yeah. I have nothing really to say to that.
See? I'll explain to you where I'm coming from.
It's fine. I did like the idea of the midnight wedding, except for I would so be asleep. Maybe that's why they didn't.
Did you not stay up till midnight on New Year's?
I did.
Okay.
But I was not about to start something at midnight on New Year's.
For your wedding, I feel like you could get the energy.
I don't know. And they're older than
I feel like you could get the energy for your wedding. I would have needed
a good nap.
That's fine.
Yeah. But she didn't. She had a full day and then went and got married.
Yeah, she had to pick up some DNA results. And I don't even know where else she went, but that was crazy.
James should have been the ring bearer.
He should have. That would have been so cute. But it was past his bedtime, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, and that's because I wrote that before I wrote, midnight wedding. I know.
Yeah.
So the German word that Liesel called Ava was outcast.
Oh. Well, that wasn't that bad.
No.
At all. She could have done so much worse.
Yep. She really could have.
So glad we get a lesson in German every week.
I like to Google Translate, even though it's 99% not accurate whenever it's not something that if you're going to the country, that's not how you rely on it. But if you just want to translate.
I feel like it can get one word right, but if you're doing a whole sentence, it's going to mess up context. They do that on Facebook, too. I have a friend from Czech Republic, and so some of her family from there will Facebook comment, and it's like, do you want to translate? And whenever you hit that, you're like, that is not what they just said.
Well, the grammar is completely different.
Right.
So it's...
Yeah. No. But thanks for Googling for us.
You're welcome, because I'm a nerd and I need to know.
Yeah, but I did not think that was what that was going to mean. I thought it was going to be so much worse.
Yeah.
So, but Liesel was being nice. She was toning it down for New Year's
Eve. I like that she was the bartender.
Yes.
But she makes the best Shirley Temples, and Okay. Martin Gray goes over and what'd she say? Like, you're a Manhattan guy? And he's like, yeah, but no cherry and
No vermouth.
no vermouth. That's whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey and bitters.
Yeah.
I just want whiskey.
Just give you whiskey. Which is fine. Don't know that I want you drinking before you officiate my wedding.
Uh-huh.
Maybe after, but.
Maybe he had to be drinking to officiate the wedding.
Well, he was a jerk. We'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
For the next storyline. But he needed to drink because he was a jerk, I feel like.
Why was he a jerk?
Because he told Ava to go upstairs.
I don't think he knew that's what was going to happen.
I don't think he knew that it was going to go that far, but it wasn't a good situation.
I think he knew that there was going to be a discussion, but I really don't think that he thought Valentine was going to kill her, attempt to kill her. He couldn't even stand the thought of being in a gallery and breaking in.
I don't think he knew that he was going to kill her, but I think he knew that some shady stuff was going to go on.
Yeah.
Valentine was going to threaten her.
Right.
So,
but I mean,
okay. I don't feel like that's your attorney's job to set that up.
He does a lot of things outside of attorneys.
Apparently. Yeah.
Job descriptions. I do think that we should do a 411 of Falls from Windermere.
There you go. That would be good.
Yep.
That would be really good. And how many people actually died from them and how many people miraculously were fine.
Or wound up in a wheelchair.
Ah.
Catherine.
Yeah.
So,
I liked Catherine. I miss her.
I know.
Anyway.
Catherine and Stefan.
Yeah.
They were great.
They were. I will agree with you there.
Yes. So.
Are we going back to the wedding or are we going? I kind of took us off course there.
What else do we have to talk about with the wedding?
She gave him that one last chance.
Yeah.
And he didn't take it. And I feel like he should have known that he was being set up because she said it very, I know everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still, nope.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Charlotte if she does it though. I don't know how she's going to do it in front of Charlotte.
I don't know either. And I think that's where she's getting torn.
Yeah.
Because Charlotte adores her, you know? And
right. But maybe Valentine will get sent to prison for something then, and then Lulu will get custody, and then she'll let Nina see her all the time.
Ooh, I like that. Maybe.
That would work.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he should go to jail for trying to kill Ava in a minute.
If she sees Nina standing up to Valentine, Lulu might respect her.
Yes, exactly.
I like your thought process.
There you go.
I like it.
That's what I've decided should happen.
Did you see him pushing her over, though? Did you really think that was going to happen?
I did not.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I definitely went when it happened.
Yep.
Because I did not.
So what was your first thought, though? Did you think that Ava was going to come walking through the door? Because I thought Ava was going to come walking through the door drenched. Valentine pushed me over.
Yes. Yeah, I did not think that Nikolas was going to.
No, that was amazing.
Up. Poor Laura, though. She was so. Just a look on her face. Like.
That we perfectly captured and put on Instagram.
She was so shocked. And so. I mean, I think she had already started putting it together because of.
The new picture of Nikolas that was on.
Yes, the fact that she could describe the ring, Charlotte could describe the ring, and that wasn't in the picture and all that. So I think she was starting to put it together, but she was not ready. But yeah, Lulu still looks like she's not. She's shocked, but her face isn't as good as Laura's. Laura's, I feel like, is 100%.
I like backseat.
What you would feel. She's like, what the heck?
Yep. Yeah, I did not picture because we had talked about. When we were guessing about the wedding, that Nikolas was going to come through.
Right.
But then when Ava went overboard and then they're standing there, I was like, no, Ava's going to come through.
Yes.
And say, I have the codicil or whatever.
Right.
You know, and that was going to be, was not expecting. So maybe Nikolas is kind of coming back to the good side because he risked everything. Jax was mad.
Oh, heck yeah.
Somebody commented on our Instagram that said Jax could have looked a little shocked. And I was like, I didn't answer it. Because they just posted it right before we started recording. And I'm like, he's mad at him.
Yes.
Like, he's not shocked. He's
mad. He's not shocked because he knew that Nikolas was alive already. But he's angry because he just spoiled everything.
But so many people on Instagram saying, Sherry Marie Stevenson, the best Friday ending in a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
That, it felt
like a Friday, yes.
It felt like a Friday. It felt old school.
That was good.
Chris Thomas 9337 agreed it was getting boring, and it kind of was. Like Fridays we've talked about this. Fridays were just any other day.
Right, we kept saying we didn't know if they were off schedule still because of all the preemptions and cancellations and all that because there were definite Fridays that felt like Tuesdays, and that was a Friday. That was such a good Friday.
Yep. Oh my gosh, love it. The culprit will have to confess.
Mm.
Yep.
Valentine's not going to confess, though. He's going to say she slipped. It was icy up there.
Yeah, because he even said, he's like, you've had a lot to drink.
Yes, exactly. He already had it all set up. I mean, I didn't think he was really going to push her, but when he was setting up the scene, that's exactly what he's going to say.
Mm-hmm.
And what can she say differently? No one else, unless Charlotte saw it, unless Charlotte's going to have to come forward. Because she walked right out 5 seconds after it happened.
Yeah.
Or you saw her.
Yeah.
5 seconds, so maybe she saw it.
I think she would have been a little bit more traumatized if she had seen it.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think she would have been like, what happened to her? She would have been
Traumatized.
expecting Valentine to react. To, like, we have to go get her.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like she would have had a reaction, not just, because she doesn't know her dad's evil.
Right. I was
So-
thinking maybe she came out like right at the end and it didn't fully register, but once she sees Ava, it'll be like, oh wait, I thought I heard a scream.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I guess she still couldn't prove at that point
Yeah.
that it was not an accident. So
Yeah.
Huh.
Beanie Gal 69 LVSU. For those who thought the new Nick wasn't good enough, well, he is fabulous and fantastic. Come on Monday, about time, GH. Keep the excitement happening. And Tabby and Sam9 said, I've always thought he was perfect for the role of Nikolas. And we talked about it. He's made it his own.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, definitely.
Hope Lives 97420. For once, my prediction was on point. Come on Monday. I want to know what her prediction was.
Yeah.
Like, did she predict Nikolas storming in how we had previously, or was it even the Ava being
Right.
pushed over and stuff? But so many. Cannot wait for tomorrow. Today, when you're listening to this.
Yes.
And Marcus Coloma on Instagram shared like a clip of him walking in with Ava,
Uh-huh.
and he just wrote Monday.
Oh, cute.
And I said, thank you. You gave us the best Friday cliffhanger we've had in a while. Thank you. And we got a thumbs up. So thumbs up at you, Marcus Coloma. But yeah, I mean, it's craziness. She better not die.
I don't think she's going to.
Ava can't die.
I don't think she's going to die. She seemed, not that she couldn't still suffer all kinds of internal whatever, but she didn't seem like dead when he carried her in.
No.
That wasn't a completely lifeless body that he was bringing in. So.
This poor woman, though.
I don't know how they get response teams out to Windermere that fast, though. And I've said this, I know, 1,000 times.
There's no one in the room either. I just went through everyone in my head.
Normally
I'm like,
there's a nurse, a doctor, or something. No one has.
Liesel.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Ooh, will Liesel save Ava?
Oh, that'll be good. She has to. She can't let her die in front of all those people, especially with Charlotte there.
Correct. Yeah. Ooh.
But yeah, that's the only medical staff there. You're right.
Yeah. Jordan should have some kind of training.
Right. A lot of them should have at least basic CPR, but not enough to save someone from hypothermia.
I don't even know what to say. I'm like really just thinking. So, I mean, it was a short week.
It was a good week, though.
It was a good week.
They made up for the fact.
On an intense note, leaving us grasping for more, which we've been missing.
Is what Fridays are supposed to do.
I can't wait to see what happens.
I'm excited. Reality check.
I really didn't have anything this week again. Welcome to the holidays in the life of Shannon. Nothing's happening. I started using my new planner, my Rocket book.
She's such a geek. Just so
that's my
knows.
reality check, is that I love organization, and that's not really a shock to most people that know me.
Nope. Don't comment anywhere that you need to take notes better, because Shannon will go into her Rocket book spiel of why everyone needs one. They should be sponsoring you.
They should be.
Because I've seen you on Facebook recommend it to like 80 people just in the past 2 days.
I have. I like sharing things that excite me.
Yes.
And not just that. I mean, just...
No, it's definitely handy, and especially in your line of work. That's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, I really didn't... I mean, everyone went back to school and work. Finally kind of kicking this cold. I really didn't have anything going on this week. I'm sorry. I'm boring.
That's what the holiday time is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Nice and boring.
What about you?
The big girls went back to school. Madeline was, I don't know if she was sick or just needed some extra mental health days after being home with everyone for all those days. So she didn't go to school Thursday or Friday because I felt like crap, and I was just like, okay, fine. You're sick. Stay home.
Yeah.
So we spent Thursday and Friday snuggling, and then yesterday we drove to Ohio and back to visit my family back there, which was super nice, but it was the first Christmas without my sister that passed away last summer. So I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like change. I don't like accepting when bad things happen. And the fact that they live in Ohio, I can just kind of put it out of my mind because I didn't talk to her all the time. I didn't see her all the time.
Yeah.
But then going back for first Christmas without her, and my niece had taken a picture of my mom and her and had gone to like CVS or whatever and blown it up and put it on like a hard back so my mom can hang it. And it was taken last summer, like a month before she passed away, was my mom's 80th birthday. So it was taken at the 80th birthday party.
Aww.
So just my mom opened it, and I mean, it was beautiful and it was nice and stuff. But of course, then the
It was
tears
very emotional.
started and whatever. But it was a good time. It was cute. I have a niece or a great niece that is around the same age as Madeline, and then another one that's around the same age between my older girls. So it's nice to see like that family bonding, and they're talking about stuff and they're playing and all of that, because that's the one thing I miss from having them in Ohio is they don't get enough time together. So it's nice now that they're older, and with technology they FaceTime and they do all that. So that was pretty much it, just visiting with everyone and enjoying the time. It's not that far, but it's crazy to drive there and drive back in the same day.
Right.
But the girls were good. I let Em off of her grounding so she could play on her phone the whole way there. So it was totally silent the entire trip, which is great.
Right.
And yeah, then we visited and came home, and my mom was happy, and that's good. Whatever. So yeah, family time. It was nice. So that was really all that I did this week.
Yeah. I mean, it was just.
I didn't even take my tree down yet. Did you take your tree down? Okay.
It stays up through January 6th.
Okay.
And because my husband's birthday is today, January 5th. Happy birthday, JD. He was raised where it always came down on the 6th. So, like, it stayed up through his birthday. Well, the 6th is also Epiphany, which is when most people, a lot of people take down their trees.
Right.
I think I burst his bubble when I was like, yeah, that's Epiphany. That's when a lot of people do.
You're not supposed to tell him.
I didn't know.
Jeez.
I didn't know that he actually didn't know. I actually don't know if he didn't know. I don't know. But no, it comes down tomorrow.
I always say it'll come down, and then it doesn't.
Yeah.
So
the outside decorations will probably come down next weekend.
Yeah.
Because
my tree will come down next weekend because the kids will be at their dad's, and I can take everything down without them getting in the way. Or Madeline likes to have a discussion about every ornament as we put them on, and then as we take them off also, which is super cute, but I just want to take it down. So, yeah, it'll come down next weekend.
Yep.
And I'll use the excuse that I had to keep it up through tomorrow.
Exactly.
That's what we used to do when I was growing up. So, there you go. Yeah, we're boring this week.
Are.
We're really boring. I'm sorry. Don't judge our reality check off of this week's episode.
Yeah, go back and listen to other ones.
Some of the other ones are so much better.
My only excitement does not come from...
I don't know.
Yeah, I do get excited over organization stuff.
Yeah, you do.
So Thursdays, Port Charles 411, we are going to talk about someone who's been mentioned quite frequently lately, so we're not sure if maybe she's coming back.
Right, we have not established if she's dead or alive yet. Right?
Well, pretty sure she's alive.
I mean, I agree that she's alive. We're talking about Claudette. Totally agree that she's alive, but I don't think they've officially said that, right? Because it was
the newspaper
was presumed dead, but they still didn't officially say it. I guess we'll have it figured out by Thursday.
But we're going to talk about her on Thursday because we're anticipating that she's going to be coming back, and some people might need a refresher as to who she is and what her background is. Yeah, man, that's going to mess up Charlotte.
It is. Whew. Poor Charlotte.
That girl is very well adjusted.
Yeah, she's going to have a rough January. This is not her best year.
No, she is not living her best life.
Yeah, if Nina goes off on Valentine and then her mom that's not her mom comes back and her dad goes to jail and her real mom gets custody of her, I hope that we start talking about therapy again.
I have big eyes right now because everything that you just said was like, yeah. Okay. So we will meet you back here on Thursday.
Have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.